Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another video. This time it's a spring video. Spring is in the air. Sometimes it feels like spring, sometimes it doesn't. Today was beautiful. It was spring-like, and I thought let's not delay the spring video any longer. So let's start. So before I start, once again, just a quick recap. So what notes are great for spring? Number one, vetiver. Vetiver is an outstanding note for spring and summer. More spring than summer. Obviously, notes which have a creamy, bright facet like lavender, if used in that way, is a great note. Iris is an outstanding note. Galbanum, artemisia, juniper, these are neroli, petitgrain. These are outstanding sandalwood spring notes. Okay, so let's start. And fruity fragrances, although they are more summer leaning, but some musk is also a very good spring note. So let's start. Spring. Spring is a season where I am at the moment here in the UK. Spring is a long season. Yeah. So we get full 3 months of spring. And spring basically temperature variations are anywhere between -1 or 2 to 11 to 15 degrees. Yeah. For example, today it was daytime 15 degrees, evening it's about 4 or 5. So that's what I'm talking about. So it's fairly cold by some standards. In some countries, you don't have any spring. 2 weeks of spring and then it's summer for 5 months. Here in the UK, it's different. So the fragrance choices are going to be motivated by that extreme. Yeah. First in my list is a fragrance which is a green sandalwood. Yeah. It is basically a cheapie. So Dunhill Century. Now this one is a sandalwood fragrance and it tries to do Santal 33 by Le Labo. So it's basically green, austere kind of a sandalwood. It's not warm, it's not aromatic. It's a woody, sawdust-like smell combined with cypriol and papyrus. Very nice fragrance and doesn't cost a lot of money. And this fragrance is very suitable for warm day. Yeah? Although it smells equally nice when it's daytime and it's sub-zero. I've tried it in the winter, give it a bit of wear, and the more I wear it, the more I like it. I'm going to do a full review very soon, but Dunhill Century is a top pick for daytime spring wear in the kind of temperature extremes I mentioned. Yeah. So next on my list is a vetiver fragrance, proper vetiver fragrance, and I've not featured it before in any of my lists. I think it's a Guerlain, and this is a Guerlain Vintage Vetiver Frozen. Now this is discontinued, but the Gala Vetiver is a very good choice for spring and it smells amazing actually, the current formulation. But this one is absolutely divine. Here the vetiver is very natural. It's very green, slightly milky, and it's combined with a fantastic green cardamom-like smell. I'm forgetting the notes breakdown. But this is beautifully natural, not soapy, maybe a little bit soapy, but more fresh vegetal green. Yeah? More natural, very natural, and very uplifting. And vetiver does that. Vetiver, if the right kind of vetiver, if you wear the right kind of vetiver, will give you that uplifting, natural feel. Yeah? As if you're in the lap of nature, as if you're walking in a green meadow. That's what vetiver is, and this fragrance does it so beautifully. It's basically a walk on a fresh, lush meadow. Yeah, it's beautiful. Again, a daytime fragrance, more suited for office wear, white shirt, that kind of stuff, you know, white t-shirt even. Next one on my list is another cheapie, and it's actually a very fine barbershop fragrance. It is Lalique Porong EDP. This one is compared to Bois de Portugal, and I've done a comparison video. Not wrong, not far. It has that sharp, lemony, bright, fizzy kind of opening that Bois de Portugal has, and it also has a noticeable note of Virginia cedar, which smells like pencil shavings, and it also has iris in the heart, which makes the fragrance very luminous and bright. It's a beautiful fragrance and doesn't cost a lot of money. Do give your nose a treat by getting this. It's indispensable spring summer fragrance. It's beautiful. It's fresh, fizzy, bright, lavendery. Lavender is also there because barbershop cannot be done without lavender. So it's a very fine woody barbershop with a prominent lemony ness to it. So next on my list is a spring summer fragrance. It's a fruity, musky fragrance from a house that I really enjoy. It's a Rasasi and it's called Hawas. I've done a full review of this one. This is basically a fantastic fruity, musky fragrance which gets you tons and tons of compliments. It's very strong as well, and it just projects and projects. It's really suitable for people who like to hang out in the open or like to wear fragrances that get them a lot of compliment. This also has great lasting power. As compared to all those three, they have mediocre lasting power. Hawas has got tremendous lasting power, especially on his shirt. And the warmer it gets, the better it smells, because it has got very nice musk with a fruity undertone and an aquatic feel, ambroxan I believe. So that aquatic musk with fruity feel is ideal for summer, spring summer. If you live in a hot country, try this out. Hawas smells spectacular. It's really nice. Next on my list is another fruity fragrance, but this is very unique. It has got tons of notes. I've done a full review. Let me show you the fragrance first. It is Mont Blanc Individuel. Now, this is again an extremely strong fragrance. I've heard that the later or newer bottles are reformulated. I couldn't verify that, but I'll tell you what. This is one hell of a fragrance. It's beautifully juicy, fruity, and it's combined with a clean sheet smell. And again, along with that, there's this dry down of fantastic sandalwood, all within 20-25 pounds. It's an extremely strong fragrance. I'm very careful when I apply this. And this is, again, a fabulous daytime, evening time, very versatile fragrance for any age groups. Yeah, so give it a try if you haven't already. This is one of those fragrances that is a must-have. You should have it in your collection because it comes very handy when you can't make up your mind. It's a warm kind of a day. You're just wearing a nice shirt and you want to go out. Cotton shirt fragrance, absolutely amazing. Spray it on your shirt and see the magic you get out of this. Fabulous fragrance. Next on my list is a Guerlain again, and this one is more of a mature vibe. Yeah, it is a barbershop fragrance, but it's a very unique barbershop fragrance. It uses a vanilla note as well. It is Habit Rouge EDT. This is a leather, citrus, vanilla, amber fragrance, but it smells like a barbershop fragrance with a warm base and heart to it, because it has a very fantastic, really fantastic vanilla that only Guerlain can do. Really, really nice fragrance. Very classy, but it's slightly mature. And if you do not know about this fragrance, then you're missing something. I've done a full review, check it out. It's one of my earlier reviews. Next on my list is a Chanel. And this is a proper green fragrance. So if you like fragrances like Green Irish Tweed, for example, you'll really like this fragrance. This is quite a unique fragrance. Chanel Egoiste Platinum. Now this fragrance is more about lavender, a waxy, lipsticky vibe, and a metallic vibe. And all those three things create a beautiful, beautiful impression on a person smelling this. This is a proper compliment magnet. And it's so ageless. I mean, you could be a 20-year-old and still enjoy this fragrance. You could be a 60-year-old and still enjoy this fragrance. This is superb. There's a cheaper alternative to this, which is Legacy by Almaf. Browse to my channel, you'll find it there. It's the exclusive review on YouTube. Just do a search on YouTube, you'll find it. It's very close to that. This is a Chanel, quite expensive, but again, a metallic, lipsticky, waxy fragrance which works wonders. It's got a fantastic note of galbanum, which is a terrific note for spring. Yeah, so green, fougere-like fragrance, not fougere, but it's a green fragrance. Waxy, lipsticky, green fragrance. Fantastic. 7 done, I believe. 3 to come. The next 3 are all niche quality fragrances. They're designers, but niche quality. Next on the list is a discontinued fragrance, unfortunately. It is Fleur du Mal. If you ever get hold of this, if you ever can get hold of this, it's discontinued. Grab it without a second thought. This fragrance is more of a creamy lavender. It smells cool. I think the word I used when I reviewed this was, it smells like lavender ice cream. And along with that, there's this amazing note of chamomile and petitgrain. This is a fabulous fragrance. It's just amazing. Yeah, check out my full review. I tell you again, if you can find it, get it. One of the most amazing fragrances. Out and out niche quality. Yeah, Fleur du Mal by Jean-Paul Gaultier. Unfortunately discontinued, and I do not know why. Next is a fragrance. It is the first time I think putting this out on any of my lists. It's a fragrance which is, I think, a pun. It is Pharrell Williams Girl. Now, when you hear a fragrance being named Girl, it can confuse you. Don't be confused. This is not a girly fragrance. This is a proper masculine fragrance. Some people say this is unisex. I think this is a proper masculine fragrance. What does it smell like? It smells like a fabulous creamy pepper, and combined with that is a beautiful note of iris along with amber, I think, and then vetiver. So essentially this is a creamy vetiver fragrance, and it smells so damn good that once you wear it, you feel as if you're wearing a niche fragrance, and it costs very little money. Trust me, get a bottle, don't be fooled by the name, and I'll do a full review very soon. In fact, I'm wearing it. I sprayed it today. Absolutely fantastic fragrance. It starts very creamy and then becomes a sort of a woody vetiver fragrance. Very strong as well. Superb performance. Great for any indoor-outdoor occasion. Smells amazing when it's a little bit cold. So if you want to wear this during night time, if you live in a hot country, I think this will shine. During daytime, if it's too hot, it comes across a little bit synthetic. But I'll do a full review. I'll leave it for that. Pharrell Williams Girl. Superb fragrance. Last on the list is so beautiful. It's so well made that you'll fall in love with ambroxan-based fragrances. This was my first ambroxan love. Well, actually second. This is Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Out and out niche quality. It's so beautiful. It's so well made. You know, if you live in a hot country, you might not like it as much. But if you live in a cold country, you cannot be without this fragrance. It's amazing. It's got a fantastic, so realistic pineapple and a lemon peel. And I still remember because I've done a full review a long time ago. It's got a fabulous sandalwood. It's got an amazing artemisia note. It's got a superb note of cashmere, I think. Amberwood is the other note. I can't remember the whole note breakdown, but the effect is spectacular. This smells niche quality, out and out. But as I said, if you live in a hot country, you might have to wait for winter to enjoy this because it doesn't smell as nice when it's really hot. If you're in an air-conditioned environment and if it's evening time, I think it will smell very good. If you're in a country like UK, I think Bleu de Chanel Parfum is an absolute lady killer. Beautiful fragrance. So, that completes the list. I hope you enjoyed the list. If you did, do give it a like. Take care. Bye-bye.